So, mateys, you want to sign on for foreign worlds and adventure on the high seas? Stick with this old salt, he'll tell you all about it.
Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Yar, har, fiddle-dee-dee. Being a pirate is a recipe.
I don't need to talk like a pirate did to talk that way. Ahoy, folks! Old Man Grognard here, and I'm going to talk about one of my favorite world settings for one of my favorite games, which is 50 Fathoms. Now, this is not a standalone game. You do need Savage Worlds to play it because it's all written in Savage Worlds stats. But that doesn't mean you can't use it with other games. Now, this one here is the second edition. The first edition was out in '04 with a companion. Then they released a companion after that, and then they compiled the whole thing into this one. So this is the one that's being sold now. This was put out in 2011. The author is Shane Lacey Hensley. Sorry. That is the guy who wrote Savage Worlds, or created Savage Worlds, however you want to put it. And there is beautiful illustrations by Cheyenne Wright in it. He also credits Shane Lacey Hensley also credits his wife Michelle for helping him on this and giving me the inspiration. It takes place in the world called, see if I can pronounce this right, Charybdis. Charybdis? Yes. Well, anyway, here's the map. Notice a lot of water. That's because this world is kind of drowned. The whole backstory is that this was a normal world until these three or four girls. It kind of has a Crucible vibe to it because they got involved in the black arts of what they call the Red Men. That's one of the races on here that worship fell deities. And their father, who was a famous sea captain, they killed him, the three of them. The fourth one didn't because she was like not evil like they were. Well, what happened was that the three girls got caught, branded as witches, and the local king sentenced them to death by drowning. I think it's death by drowning, I'm not sure. But anyway, as they were dying, they put a curse on the land, on the world. And it's gained, there's been a lot of water. It almost drowned all the continents. What you see is what's left. They drowned them in 50 fathoms of water, yes. So that raised the coastline, and the sea hags are still out there causing trouble. They've turned into fell creatures, basically. And, it's either you can fight them or just, be on your piratey way. This is one of the first of what they call a plot point campaign for Savage Worlds. And basically what it is there's a story arc. They realized that doing big old campaigns is kind of hard. What they did was they built a story arc in about 9 episodes, but they left enough room between episodes to do whatever you want. You don't have to run them, concurrently, but you can run them because they give you, in the book, they give you like I think I counted 80 or so plot hooks or something like that, but there's 9 that are plots that are arc specific. They mark those and you run them as you will. That's what they call the plot point campaign. That's like a standard in Savage Worlds now. Or you could do like me, ignore the whole thing. Because I wasn't really crazy about the whole sea hag thing. I mean, it was great for, the world. Great for a backstory of the world, but my players didn't really care about that. They just wanted to do their piratey thing. And this emphasizes adventure on the high seas. See, what happened was the fourth sister, who was the good sister, got killed too by the other sister. She came back as a ghost. She would go to other worlds like Earth and basically port in people to help she said one of these or a few of these people are going to stop my sisters and destroy them. So I'm going to. She would lure them in, kind of like the Miss Ravenloft. She would lure them in with a siren song, and then she poured them into this land, and there they are. And it's like the 14th to 15th century. It's, I mean, they've got Earth stuff there. I mean, there's Torquemada, who is basically the Inquisition. He hates mages. There's the East India, I don't think it's called East India, but a trading company like that. And it's got pirates, it's got privateers, it's got all these other races that were here before the humans came here. Here's what they look like. These are the races you could play. These are, from the left, Human, Doreen, Kahana, Grail, Atani, Kraken, Musquani, Red Men, or half Uruks. The Uruks are known as the Red Men, and they're like half orcs. And Scarillions, Crabmen, yes. Krakens, yes, you can play a Mind Flayer, but he's not really a Mind Flayer. They're really good at magic. The Musquani is almost human, but they're like a little better than human, because they're just more nimble and more, things like that. I think that it gives the whole thing, the whole campaign, the whole world gives it's like a cross between the Pirates of the Caribbean movies and Pirates of Dark Water, because you got the alien thing in there, and there is magic. There is a lot of magic. I mean, the Red Men on their island, they practice fell magics. I mean, the Kraken, they're not the other ones who do the magic. Their homeworld was lost, so they've got like a great Kraken captain who sails the seas trying to get their homeworld back, and blah, 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 and one race hates the other, and this and that and the other thing. But it all adds up to high adventure on the high seas, which is really nice. Here's some of what the book looks like. Really nice layout. I really like this layout. It's really cool. Two column layout, a lot of pictures, weapons and things. They do have gunpowder. They give you rules on, gunpowder weapons, large weapons like cannons, ship-to-ship combat, layouts of ships and things like that, types of ships, types of ammo and guns and things, and it just reeks of like the high seas adventure stuff, Captain Blood, like I said, Pirates of the Caribbean, things like that. I mean, look at this. That's the frontispiece for the DM section. Isn't that gorgeous? That just puts you right in the mood. Plus, it's got new edges and hindrances for Savage Worlds. A great bestiary. Look at that. Look at that pirate zombie. Isn't that great? And it's just a bang up book. I found this when I was on vacation. I was visiting my mother in Long Beach at the time, and I went to the Warehouse in Long Beach, one of the last great old game stores, and I just gotten Savage Worlds Deluxe, and it's like, what do you got for Savage Worlds? So he directed me to a box, and I looked through stuff. Oh, 50 Fathoms. Okay, cool. I'll buy it. I read it. I just ate it up. In fact, here's my copy right there. It's digest size. You can see I've tabbed it because we have played a few games, and I mean, with Savage Worlds, boy, my players love this. I mean, this is when I'm running games and stuff. This is one of the most requested ones I should run again. And every once in a while, I really had fun playing them pirates. Can you run that thing again? Unfortunately, I got busy and things like that, and I got other campaigns, and I keep telling them I'm going to come back to it. And I'm about almost ready. I'm getting into the piratey mood right now. But you can find this game on the Pinnacle website, Pinnacle, who publishes it. You can find it for $24.99 for print plus PDF, or PDF only at $9.99 drive-through, and RPG Now carries it for $9.99 PDF. Or you can go to Amazon for $24.99 for just the print. Me, I go to Pinnacle. The only reason I go to Amazon is because I have Prime. But at this juncture, I'd probably go to Pinnacle and buy it so I can get the PDF too, so I don't have to pay extra for it. And there's a lot of stuff out there for it. There are beautiful character sheets and things, and it's just a fun world to do stuff. I mean, hell, you could play a crab man. You could play somebody with wings. You can play, excuse me, you can play all sorts of stuff in this. Plus, you have magic. The magic is kind of earth magic based, elemental magic based, air, earth, fire, water. So that makes it understood. There are certain, I think, certain mages you have to pick an element, and that's your thing. I think most mages are like that, but it's fun. I'm starting to think of it as like Deadlands on the high seas with no ghost rock. So anyway, go get it. It's a great game, and I'll be back for another time. And until then, bye-bye.
You are a pirate!